Right, there we go. We'll try again. It might be if this doesn't work that we'll have to just leave it, unfortunately, because this is a joke, really. I haven't even been moving for the past couple of minutes, and it's just crashing on me. Just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand what is going on, because it shouldn't be crashing like this.
Yo, like I said, I was having this problem on Xbox.
Yeah,
It's something with YouTube.
I just caught that message as you were as it was came up with the screen to say it had crashed. I could just hear your message coming through saying that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, you expect an odd little crash after, an update, but a game should not be crashing like this if it's had an update. That's got to be crash number 6 or 7 that I've had now, and I'm not even moving like I'm doing now, and it's done it. It's done it. That's the third time today. It's just very frustrating.
I'm logged in with Bulwark on both laptop and phone, and it writes with my exiled tales. My game kept crashing for absolutely no reason, so I just restarted and have had no problems since.
Yeah, well, that's what happens with me. It'll come up with all the usual garbage that it says, and then it'll say at the bottom, I accept and report, so I click that, and then it gives me the thank you for your report, blah 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 kind of thing. All the general PlayStation stuff like it does. I'm sure it's the same for Xbox. And then I just click back on the game and it starts the game up again, but not great if you're trying to stream a game like this way, and it keeps doing this. What I may do if people are around for a little bit, if it does it again, which touch wood, hopefully it doesn't, I'd have to quickly change the title and the description as well. But what I may do is jump onto DayZ again, because there's a PvE.
I thought it was cause I was still on last gen though.
No, it obviously mustn't be. It's happening on PS5 as well. Ridiculous. I wish I had direct contact with Funcom like Angar does. I might ask him if he comes in, if it still works, would he mind just putting a message over to him for me to say that PS5's just crashing and it's ridiculous. Yeah, I might jump onto DayZ because there's a PvE server that I play on. It's a community server, and I kind of play on that one, so it's a bit different to the normal DayZ servers that you can play on kind of thing. I know it's not what we planned on doing, but it's either me doing that or just not doing a stream full stop, and it's kind of annoying really. But right, what I was planning on trying to do is, while I was out and about as we're here, I was going to take these two in, see if we could take on the Red Mother again, see if she'll give us her torch this time. And then what I was going to do is, one of the features that has been fixed is the camels.
Right. To be fair, if they fix it, after I restarted already, I'd be kinda mad. All those torches just gone.
Yeah, exactly. It's not great for somebody who just plays the game to have it keep crashing like that. But when you're somebody who plays the game and makes content on it like this as well and tries to stream it, do videos on it, it's very frustrating. I've never known anything like it. It's plus side is they give us more content. Downside is when they do, it causes more issues. But yeah, the other thing I was going to do was, as I say, the camels are now working out. I have actually got one that I've been levelling up. It's only at level 9, but it's already got somewhat ridiculous, like 12k health. I think it's up to. It's not even level 10 yet. And you get the saddles for them, light, medium, and heavy. And obviously, to get them, you do it as they said you're supposed to do. You take a camel calf, place it in the stable, raise it in the stable, and then you can obviously put a saddle on it and ride it as a mount, so like a horse essentially. So it's pretty good. Let these two drink up. Dylan and Angar, of course. And my controller's being weird. I'm not touching that now. That's my left analog stick on my controller beginning to give me that stick drift issue. So it's a little bit annoying. My character will just randomly start moving forward.
Going well, bud. Back to level 25 at least. Gotta do a big iron run today, when I get a chance to play.
Yeah, fair enough. Frustrating though, isn't it? Let's see if it decides to hold out. As I say, if it goes again, I'm just not going to be able to do it because I can't just keep stopping because of my setup at the minute. I can't just keep restarting.
Started from scratch, Angelo.
But anyway, that's my little frustrations out of the way. How are you guys doing anyway? Apart from the frustrations with the game, hope you're all having a good week and you're ready for the weekend.
Death will be as meaningless as your life.
Yeah, you tell them, Angar, you tell them. Right, we're not even going to go do the brute. I just want to get to the Red Mother and at least try her once. Come on, game, work with me. I knew it today after it crashed a couple of times. I thought,
but at the same time I kinda enjoy the build-up more than the end game. Chilling on a Friday evening with you guys. Where's my torch?
yeah, exactly. I even tried again after the stream last week, and even on the Saturday I tried to kill her again. I even soloed her.
Hello, mate.
Yes, hello Angar, lovely to see you. We're not just stressed over the torch situation now. I've even literally just started the stream a few minutes ago and game crashed on me for about the 7th time this week. So I was just warning everybody that obviously if it goes again, because of my setup at the minute, because I'm not actually running it through OBS on a PC with my console all linked up, obviously I can't just bring a different screen up and keep the chat going and swap out to another game. I'll have to, if it goes again, we'll just have to either leave it, and then I'd have to try and see if I can set up like a quick DayZ stream or something, and we'll have to play a bit of DayZ or something for an hour or so. But
you both got plenty of time to get it, Angar. I'm back at level 25.
But
on the original link and nothing there, disappointed face.
yeah, it literally just started and we were stood at that gate and it just came up with the error message, so I clicked report, and I was just saying, Angar, I wish I had the direct contact with Funcom as you do. I'd love to let them know what's going on and report it, especially for console, because I know they'll realise the majority of players are PC, but as a console player but also a console content creator for the game, it's very frustrating. It'd be nice to be able to speak to them about it and tell them what keeps happening, but unfortunately I'm not at that stage with them yet, so maybe one day, who knows. Keep doing what I do with it and you never know, hopefully if Dennis or either Dennis or somebody will hopefully see one of my videos one day, you never know, and get in touch eventually.
I don't think his direct contact is the direct timing.
Yeah, true. Just if I could speak to the devs by email at least I could make them aware of what's going on console, and because of me being a creator as well, you know, not to just have that contact with them for that, but make it a lot easier to, because I think with console,
It's easier to just restart for me than wait for a fix.
yeah, this is why I want to get a PC sorted out eventually once I can get saved up for one and connect my PS5 to it, and then I can have it running all through OBS and everything, so if I get a game crash, like I say, the stream will keep going and I can work on it and deal with it. Just not in a position to be able to get one at the moment, unfortunately, so things always seem to go wrong when you're at that place where you can't do anything about it. But you know,
I always liked the gameplay from 1 to 50,60 the most.
oh yeah, you're right about that. it's great once you've got the gear and you can destroy everything, and it is fun having two awesome people like Angar and Delancey here that just destroy everything. But at the same time, it's
Hey Mikai.
starting again is
Tim,
fun.
I
Yes.
want one to go steal the torches on Angar's server. I mean collect.
Collect them, not steal them. Yeah. Just make sure you're leaving one. You know, come on, he's been trying for long enough now. And yes, good evening, Mickey. Hope you're well. We're hoping the game holds out because it's already had a crash on us once tonight, and I've had to restart. So hopefully it now behaves itself. What
Eventually low.
we'll have to see. Nope. God, I'm clicking wrong buttons here now because my controller's playing up, and it's all going wrong for me this week. My controller's playing up, flipping game crashing.
Is it that bad at the moment? I patched lane. Hello, hello.
But yeah, with this game doing what it's doing and my controller misbehaving, and I need to get a new one really because stick drift is not nice when it starts doing that. It's because PlayStation 5 controllers just aren't designed for content creators, because you're playing so much and using them, they're just not built for it. The technology in them just isn't good enough. So that's the bad side. Yeah. Hello, Smoker. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Hope you're having a better evening or afternoon than we are.
Smoker's victory hand.
So I mean, yes, this is kind of one of the a couple of the downsides of what's going on with the new patch. Obviously, with the issue we had there, but not just that with the crash. Also, the a plus side to it is at least the camel mounts are now working. You can now place a camel calf in a stable and raise it up into a camel.
Solo gaming bites 100 days in Conan video today. He was took on the red mother once during the playthrough and got the damn console crashes mostly, but yes.
Yeah, flipping heck. Well, yeah, it's very frustrating because that, you know, an update is supposed to get done to something to fix things. It's then not supposed to create.
One right in front of the undead dragon. Nice.
It's not supposed to cause more issues and cause more crashes. It's yeah, very frustrating, I must admit, especially when you're trying to create content. I haven't been able to do any videos this week.
That's just hilarious.
Because we've had been having some building work done in the house in real life. Obviously, because we've been having this work done, it's obviously meant that I've not been able to record. So Monday's video, Monday's video actually was done last weekend before this week. So I've not been able to record any other videos as yet this week. Hopefully, most of it should be finished next Monday. So.
Bulwark and the one and only Sir Angar. The torch exists, I swear.
Nope, don't believe you. Never seen it. It's a myth. It's a dragon myth, it really is. No such thing as a final breath of the Red Mother. It's just a myth that everyone wants you to believe.
The torch is Angar's final boss.
Oh dear me. Right, what am I looking for here?
Xbox exclusive.
Yeah. Xbox exclusive. Oh dear me. What am I looking for here? There we go, companions.
I got it second try.
Well, look at you. Got it second try.
Oh, really? Lol. So what was in update? I'm just downloading it now.
What was in the update? Apart from a load more headaches, you mean? Well, one of the positives, which we're just about to look at, is you can now put a camel calf in the stable and raise it into a camel that you can ride. So if you just excuse me a second, I'm just going to cheat this a little bit, just to obviously show you guys what's what. Where are we? Should be.
I even showed off the nice fragment of power I got with it on the Discord.
Oh, I bet you did. Right, so it should be this one, I think, if I've got the right one. Come on, controller. What are you doing? There we go. Right. Bear with me 1 second. I don't know how that's thinking that when I've not put any food in there yet. Well, that's strange. Is that the right one? Let me check.
I appreciate you being the new Discord menace. Till I get mine back, smokers thumbs up.
So yeah, there we go. As you saw there, you just...
That was a camel, not a camel calf.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's alright. Told you. Yeah. Glad you guys are with it. Like I say, I've had one of them weeks this week. Stuff going on with the game, and then, like I say, we've had building work going on at home. So because that's been happening, we've been all over the place. So I'm just not with it at all, ready for tonight. And then, like I said, with it crashing just before we started, it was like, oh, come on, game. And that's just the last straw.
Had the same problem happening with my game, but was able to save it, because I had a backed up save. Had to delete game and download a fresh.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but obviously, I don't know by doing that, am I going to lose it? Well, because obviously I have this server is a server that I own as well. Would it mean, obviously, that if I delete the game and reinstall it, that everything that's on this server will disappear? That's what I need to look into, because obviously I don't want to delete my game if it's going to delete all the progress off the server. Well, if it won't...
Mikai, the summary of the update you can see in Steam under Conan Exiles library.
Yeah, that's if you're on PC, obviously. Supposed to be bug fixes, which was one of the things. I don't know.
It shouldn't.
So yeah, supposedly bug fixes. The Almeria siege has supposedly been sorted out. I've been trying that myself, solo, and with a bearer.
Okay, cool.
Yes, bearers don't hit quite as hard, but because they've got the high HP, they are...
Servers save the game on server.
They are pretty good. So because they're so tanky, they've got so much health, it's good to have somebody with you to try and draw a bit of aggro, but I still feel like there's a lot of... Obviously it's going to be a challenge, but there's still a heck of a lot of enemies that try and come at you, and even if you set your follower on a low follow distance and the lowest attack distance, because you want them to stay near you while you're smashing the door down, they don't. They still run off fighting other people, and... Yeah, I don't know. Certainly wasn't laggy and it didn't crash when I was doing it, and I was able to complete it, but with a bit of a struggle. Hence why I'm wearing...
Angelo Bambo, I will do my best, lol.
Hence why I'm actually wearing Redeem Legion, with it actually showing that it's not even an outfit yet, because I've been doing some testing with a different build that I've swapped over from now, but I was using this earlier for a bit of testing. So I haven't even made this into an outfit as yet. But yeah, one of the good things is you've got the Camel now, which has the big inventory and the saddle slot, and they can get pretty good leveling up stats, and they're pretty decent for leveling up, a bit like the horses really, so they're not terrible. We'll leave that one doing its thing a minute. Hopefully this won't crash on me. But if I go over, let me get the right spot. Here. Got a couple of little builds down here that I've done, also a pyramid build as well. That I've made again. Which is one of the reasons why I don't want to lose everything, because obviously this build that I've
Only
just...
your solo game is affected, but with a backed up save of you gain no worries.
Yeah, this isn't on a solo game, this one. This is literally on a private my server that I own from G-Portal. It's not on single.
Is better than the horse. Same stats but higher inventory.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, they do have a lot more carrying capacity, that is a fact. So these two are just here for display again, but as you can see they've got one of the saddles on. You got light, a medium and a heavy, so that's one of them. I think that's got the same again. Just got this little setup done here because this is a pyramid that I built on the server again, and put a few bits and pieces in it as if there's some activity going on. We'll take a look in there.
The bathing house.
Oh, the new no, not yet. We haven't been down to the new spa yet. In case anyone didn't see, this was a stable or barn, if you want to call it that I built a couple of weeks ago.
Jump though, but yes, the inventory is nice.
So for anybody who didn't know, obviously there's a little stable that I built. So if you've got a big clan of 6, for example, you've got plenty of space for your horses. And this is the camel I've been levelling up. Decided to call her Stella for some reason. Don't know why, but that was the name that I decided to give her. Plenty of fibre on her there, as you can see, for levelling up. And with the fibre, that gives them the plus to their strength, vitality and grit, which
saves the live game. Reinstalling on server will wipe everything.
So if I delete my game, then everything that's on this server, because it's a G-Portal server, everything gets saved on here. I'm just reinstalling my game then. So then I'd just have to get one of my admins to add me back to the admin clan then, wouldn't I? So I'm like essentially starting from fresh then, but I wouldn't lose anything on here. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, cool, thank you. I may have to do that if it carries on then. Never want to just do these things if I don't really know about it, just in case, you know, but that's the HP she's got so far, Stella. Not quite level 10 and an absolute tank already with that health, look at that. Not even got any perks yet. It's ridiculous. And they are kind of fun to ride as well, I'll be honest. Horses are good, but these camels are pretty fun. They can't jump though, unfortunately, like where a horse can do the jump where they pick the front legs up. Unfortunately, the camels can't do that.
22k HP at LVL 20.
Ooh, 22k. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Character is saved on server, not your console.
Right. So the console's just like the base game save of the game then, isn't it? Just the base stuff, not actually... Right, I wasn't sure how that worked with it.
Log on and see. I'll let you know if I have any issues.
Alright, brilliant. Thanks, Mickey. Good stuff. So yeah, we'll do a quick tour of the pyramid. Let me come out of that just so that when I climb the ladder it's easier. Now you can get the same, it's the same way that way as this way. But we've got our...
solo games that you play, or just play on your server?
Mainly play on here. There was a single player that I was doing bits and pieces for the previous video that I've just released, but that's not got anything sort of saved on it that's important that can't be redone. But my main stuff that I play on is on here on my server. Most of my videos and content and builds, etc., is all on here.
Is on your console. Cheers, mate. Glad I could help.
Yeah, no worries, thank you. Any help is very much appreciated. It's great that there's those of us who all know different things. It's like Angar was saying, weren't you, last week? You know, we all help each other out. We can all work together and learn from each other and...
You are all good then.
Stress about things that we don't like and laugh about the things we do like. Yeah, Yeah, that's good then. If everything on here is all saved online, then yeah, that's not too much of an issue. I suppose I'm a bit apprehensive as well about reinstalling the game, because not just 'cause it takes so long to install again, but it's just making me wonder if I delete it and then reinstall it, will it fix it or is it just going to carry on? Because I know in the past I've done that with games, I've reinstalled them and it's been alright for a bit and it's started again. But if it does it so regularly, like it keeps doing, then I might just have to redo that. We'll have to just see how we go. So this is the pyramid. Got some relic hunters doing some exploring in here, and one of the pyramid guards, if you want to call them that. Then we can go up here to this level, and we've got more relic hunters doing more exploring. Some people of the pyramid, or beings of the pyramid, should we say, wondering what's going on. Kind of made this try look like it's kind of under construction a little bit on this level. And then this is sort of just the top level where you've got the ruler sat on their throne at the top, keeping tabs on everything. So yeah, that is pretty much the pyramid.
I gotta go get myself a new pet follower. Could only get a purple shaleback still. Have yet to see a greater one. That's the true myth.
Oh, I know.
Solo ATM.
In a let's play that I was doing, it took me a bit to get the greater than I got, didn't it? If you remember right, it was. I didn't know I was going to get one. It took a few attempts, but we've all seen Angor do it, so we know you can get one. They're definitely not a myth. A greater shaleback definitely exists, unlike the torch. Unlike that wretched torch from the Red Mother, that really is a myth, definitely. That's definitely a myth, that one. Final Breath of the Red Mother. That's why that's when you say Final Breath of the Red Mother, most people say they don't know what you're on about, never heard of it. They've never heard of it because it doesn't exist.
No, the true myth is Yogg's chosen, they are just theory Eimer.
Yogg's chosen.
Got 3 greaters, 2 of them make done for the garden lol.
So yeah, this is the spa that we're on about.
Face with smiling eyes.
Similar to the one I previously built, the Aquilonian one, but a little bit different this time.
Lowlandgar.
Got a nice little water fountain outside.
Hello.
And then this is the inside. So it's the Argosian, I think I did this time, yeah. Argosian around the edge for the pool, with the stairs. And then storm glass for the roof, well, for the glass part of the roof. And then obviously the rest of it is all pieces from the pyramid. So it's the pyramid foundation, the pyramid pillars, and then the different ceiling pieces, or the different wedge pieces, if you will, from the pyramid to create the roof.
The torch.
And then we've just got a couple of little side rooms with the restroom or toilet, as we call it in the UK, or the bathroom, whatever you want to call it. Got one that side and one that side. Lots of different people all taking a well-earned rest in the spa. Got a person there. We've got somebody here with the reception. May need to still add a couple of bits to this yet. A nice little sauna in there. Then our little area where all the towels are kept for people. And we've even got our good old faithful Delincia here, having a break as well. Delincia Snow Hunter, taking a little breather. And of course our lifeguards as usual. And then we've used the radium gem torches in the water at either side. I've just put, I think it's light blue dye, I think I used for the water, just to give it a bit of a different colour, especially at night when the daylight changes. I may do a little video on this hopefully at some point if the game decides to stay stable. Do like I did with the last one, a little bit of a walk round of it, just to kind of show it off a little bit. But that's down here on the river, just for anybody that's interested where it is. It's in this little body of water just here across from the island. And to be honest, if you're going to try and build something like this, try and do your pool shape first.
Nice build.
Because you need to obviously look at the water depth in the main river itself, because if I dive under a second here, you can tell where you get all the different... There's a bit missing there. I don't know if I can... No. Doesn't want to let me put that in there for some reason. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, with the different slopes and everything, with the way the water is, it's a little bit... can be a little bit finicky, so you'd have to have a fiddle about with it.
Can you post a link to your wife's Sims channel, PLZ?
Yeah, she's not been doing anything for a little while, actually, with her Sims 4 that she's been doing, but she's on about getting back into it. She's just had a load of issues with her PC at the moment, so she's not actually done a video for a little while.
My granddaughter about it, as she is also into Sims.
Oh, lovely, thank you. If I think on, I will put a name for it and everything as well in the community page on the YouTube channel. On the community tab there, I'll stick a link in there for it as well. Can't actually just get it at the moment as easily. Like I said, she's not really been doing it for a little while because she's had a lot of issues with her PC, where she's had to reinstall the game and all the DLCs that she has and all the mods and everything. So she's spent sort of just after Christmas trying to get all them reinstalled again. But the channel name, if you do find it, should be Gaming with Gem, and that's Gem with a G-E-M, obviously. But yeah, she's usually here as well at the minute, but she's actually out today at the moment. But she, as I say, she is looking at getting back into it again. So I will certainly mention to her as well that you've mentioned that, and potentially somebody that may be interested there, so that'll maybe give her a little, excuse me, a little bit of a booster to start again as well, because she's been struggling with it and kind of struggling to have the drive to do it, because obviously she's only just starting out, and makes her feel a bit down sometimes when she's only getting minimal views on stuff and seeing how well mine's doing, kind of thing. I've told her not to worry about it, and you know, remember that I was in that same boat at one point. My channel keeps seeing points now where it's a little bit slower for a while and I don't seem to get any subs for a bit, but all channels go through this type of thing, don't you? We all go through it, where you have a time where lots of people subscribe to you and then you get a period where nobody does for a little while. It's all part of the journey, really. But as soon as she's up and running again, I will definitely make sure that she knows about that, and also that you all know as well that she's up and running with it again, and if she's keeping the same name, or because she's not sure if she's using that channel again or whether she's going to start fresh to get like a fresh algorithm.
Videos for fun and to improve, also to learn editing and different video tricks.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she's doing with it. She's pretty good with her editing. She's quite clever at that compared to me. Like, she keeps telling me I should do stuff on PC, and
The thing is to be consistent.
yeah, exactly. She's pretty good with her like her editing skills and stuff with PC, and she said to me a few times, why do you do Conan on PC then, and then you can edit videos on PC. And I think because I've got so used to console and always played on console, and I edit my videos on console as well, and I've got, yes, it's probably very basic compared to what a PC editor could offer me. There's probably a lot more I could do with it, make it a lot more fancy and everything, and graphics are different on PC compared to console. Obviously they're even better still.
I don't know if it shows up, but I posted her channel's link in the chat.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, you get peaks when new updates come out or new series start. Then they all trail away as the episodes go on. I haven't done any video editing since being on the school news team in middle and high school.
Right, oh gosh. Yeah. It's definitely something you have to learn, isn't it? It's a learning curve.
Okay, time to go harvest a rainforest with the camel to hump camel.
Yeah, I don't know why with the camel why I decided to call it Stella. I got the camel and I was leveling it up a bit and I just looked at it and thought, you look like a Stella. I don't know why. I just kind of thought Stella the camel, it just sounds funny. But I'll definitely be using a camel a little bit, yeah. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys, sparking the interest in her channel and what have you. For the wife and what have you.
My camel more than my torch.
Yeah. I mean, so that's one, plus side.
She's got beer in her humps, lol.
She could have, yeah. She could well have.
Gertrude for mine, lol.
Gertrude, oh, I like it, Gertrude, yeah. Have you noticed we all seem to give them girls' names for some reason?
Got so much now it gets sour.
I don't know why we name our animals after females, but obviously if it's a female animal, you're gonna do. But yeah. Still got this here as well, the little saddler's workshop that I made. I did actually change it and take the big stable off to make that one. But it's still pretty much same type of build, plenty of storage.
Hey, that's why I'm kind of glad I had to restart.
Yeah. But yeah, as I say, the Almeria siege didn't crash my game this time, which was good. And it is...
Now. I'm gonna call my camel Lawrence.
Lauren, eh? Very nice. But yeah,
I name my horse Shirley Beats Wilkinson.
Very nice, I like it.
Gremlin wants me to name the next camel Flower.
Flower. Could call it Petal instead.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Lawrence of, yeah, because it's a camel. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, when I did Almeria today, I actually used a momentum that I had with a shield, because you definitely need some type of weapon in there that you can constantly do a lot of damage with, because it's still pretty tough to do.
Kevin, that's brilliant. D.
I know they said something about enemies that were remaining if you left any behind. Once you get inside, that there'll be no stragglers left, but I've done it where I've completed it a couple of times today, and as we've been running back out, there's still been people wandering around outside. So I don't know.
Be mad at me. The purple shellback she named Pearl died last night.
Oh. Whoops. Someone's gonna be in trouble.
Clanmate's camel is Marco, mine is Polo.
Marco Polo. Yeah. There's all sorts of names you can give them, isn't there? It's crazy. But yeah, definitely go into Almeria if you're going to try it with some good armour, a decent setup, because you'll especially need a lot in strength and certainly expertise. You'll need some expertise if you're going to go in as a solo strength build. I don't know even if just the first one will be enough, because if you're going in heavy armour, which I would suggest is a good idea, or medium if you want to risk it, if you've got a good shield and a mace or a weapon of some sort. Because once you pick up the battering ram, that will weigh you down a little bit. This armour I'm actually wearing...
Better go get another one quick.
Yeah, just get another one quick and just name it again. They'll never know. Just get them, level them up quick. Use the Almeria trick. Yeah, take them to Almeria, leave them in them little ruins. Tell them to stop following you. Go in, just admin in through the wall, kill the boss guy, jump back out, level 20 again. Never know. And yes, that trick with the boss at Almeria does still work. You can still level a follower to level 20. We thought that would be fixed, but that is still totally doable. You can take...
Just keep spamming them till get purple 1. He was barely LVL 7.
Oof. Flippin' heck. But yeah, you can literally still go in, kill that last boss guy, and your follower that was at level 0 will be level 20. So that hasn't been patched as yet. You can still do it. I don't know if they said in the patch notes that they had fixed it.
Only for PC. Bet you don't get a purple 1. Just Greater's grinning face.
Sorry, I missed that message that I got. Did you say they fixed that on PC? So you can't level anybody up that way now? Is that right? I just caught the end of that and I just looked away from my screen for a second, so I kind of missed your message.
Probably. The purple one's easily gotten.
Yeah, this is full Redeem Legion again, obviously, with the weight reduction kits on it, and I even made this with a scout right instead of a shield right to reduce the weight, and I was still getting heavy without the points in expertise. So if you're going to go in Almeria with heavy armour, definitely try and get the weight down. As
said it's still working on PC.
Yeah, it is on. That's right. Thank you. It is, but yeah, same on PS5. I don't know about PS4 or Xbox, but I think
they fixed it if only on PC, but assumed that if it still works on console, maybe the patch was for PC, but you get the Camel S.
Yeah, it could be. Because I noticed we got the hotfix. I thought, oh, this is the hotfix we're all waiting for, and yeah, the Camel works. And yeah, I think I'd actually seen a video just before it or just after on that day that Whack brought out, and he mentioned in that.
Did give him less XP, but it still max out your thrall's XP.
Yes, that's right. I know he did. Whack did mention as well that yeah, they've nerfed the XP he gives, but it still maxed them out. So it can't have. They've not nerfed it that much, have they? If you can still get an NPC to level 20.
They are kind of out of touch. Perfectly balanced lol.
yeah. It's got to be an interesting one, because obviously we say it all the time, don't we, with any game. As gamers or creators, we get frustrated with bugs and problems and
do everyone.
Rage about them, don't we? And stress about the things that we don't like, but we also have to remember we don't have the first clue about game development and know what developers have to go through. How do? Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Welcome to the club, shall we say? The club of what do we like with the hotfix, what don't we like? We're just discussing the likes and dislikes of this current hot repair, shall we call it? I'm not really going to call it a hot fix because...
my pillows.
Yeah, the pillows, yeah.
Me duck's face with tears of joy.
Because, especially for us on PS5, My game did used to crash at times, but it's never crashed so much since this last hotfix, so I'm a little bit frustrated to say the least, should we say. Because that shouldn't be happening. Certainly not the amount of times that it has. I shouldn't have had 7 or 8 crashes this week, just since then, including one before the stream today. Hopefully it's something that gets fixed and doesn't occur again in the future. Because obviously we realise bugs and things can come in with it.
Get the Yamate Tavern set. When it came out I'd be mad. Asterisk Conan.
Yeah, it does look nice, that one. The Yamatai boss. I don't think I actually got that one yet, because obviously I saw I think it was Pixel Cave.
The pillow bug was the most important thing they needed to fix, mates.
Yeah, potentially it was. You know, they've put that as part of a set again for people to buy and to use, and
reinstall, man.
yeah, they did that Yamatai set for people to buy and spend money on to use, and then only to find out, lo and behold, like Pixel Cave was saying in their video, that you can't, NPCs won't sit on the pillows, which is a shame. So it's, yeah. So obviously that was the one that we had originally, and as we can now see there, this one's now finished. I've placed them down as well, just so you can see again.
Eradicati 0N isn't he happy about it?
There we go. You've got the slot for the saddle on it. And obviously your varying percentage chances.
Has been crashing on me. Ticks me off when I got a named crafter on a rope, and it happens just before I get to the wheel.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
Heavy saddle looks best for the camel.
Yeah, that's true. I do like the heavy one the best, definitely. I like them all, but I've noticed that with the heavy one, it's good for the armor that it, like the defense it gives them, but it looks pretty cool as well. But yeah, so obviously that one was a spawned one.
Makes good stuff too.
And then obviously that one was out of the pen. So that's one plus side that has come out of this hotfix, is that they finally fixed that if you put a camel...
They don't have the animation for the thralls to have a sit on pillows.
Yeah, it could be.
It gives the camel that truly nomadic look. But the set was misleading though.
Yes, it was a bit, really, unfortunately. It was made out to be really good and look good and work, and then that's happened with a few different things they've released, though, isn't it? Where they've released certain things and or building sets, and then things haven't worked with it like they should do, and it kind of feels frustrating when they say, you know, obviously they want to give us content that works and not, you know, they'd rather get something working properly before they release it rather than rushing it out, but then they'll still get it out and there's still problems. But I suppose that's going to be one of those ongoing things, isn't it? There's always going to be issues and things going on. This is something I'm just trying out again as well.
Have a spit attack like the rhino.
Yeah, I've tried running a few like hyenas and things with a camel, and
comment on his announcement about the Pillagate Vidi perfectly described Funkum in this lol.
yeah. So obviously this is the build I've previously done that you've all seen, but I've kind of made it a bit lower in the ground to see what was going on with it. Still the same setup with the archers. I do recommend trying to get a hold of, and the name's gone already, what's she called? Where is she? Is it you? Have I got my nameplates turned up? No, I haven't. There she is. Sanaya Tharn. She's pretty good. Obviously, she, like as we've said, she's not a guaranteed spawn, unfortunately. what you'll find in the like the Black Hand camps, especially around the pirate area in the jungle. She levels up really quick, just like the cannibal brutes used to do.
Rebuild all this but smaller, I think.
Yeah. I was just testing it out really to see kind of how it would work, like a bit of a gauntlet type of thing to see, obviously because ultimately at the end of it, I've had to put these two in here because I ran a level 9, I think it was yesterday, and they have fixed it for what I'm seeing, that demolishers are not one-shotting a tier 3 piece now. So they weren't walking up to this gate and just going bump, one hit and it was gone. But they are occasionally breaking a piece of that, so they're running up and attacking the archers, but they're still getting killed by the archers because they're just so powerful with the bow and the snake arrows they're using. But it is taking them more than one hit to break the gate now. And it came up, I was flying around like this because I was doing testing and these archers were all shooting and people were all coming up and obviously they were all getting killed by the archers and what have you, so that was all working, it was great. But then I could hear chaos going on somewhere, thinking, what's all that shouting all about? And I knew it was my treasurer because I know he shouts. But I walked in here and all this back corner of this wall was all missing. And people were here taking stuff out of the treasure chest, you know.
I'm now thinking of all the stuff I need to rebuild to be ready for a purge.
They were taking treasure out of here and trying to walk out, so I've had to bring these two from my main base because I had to open the door and try and get these two in here to take people out, because instead of demolishers doing like they're supposed to do and like they were originally doing at the lower levels and wherever it spawned, working the way here and gradually breaking these down, I don't know if it's just with the change that's how it's supposed to be, but I was under the impression that the demolishers are only supposed to target doorways until they get obviously to where the treasure room is. But I ran around here and like I said, before I even added this outside bit with this fence, all this corner was missing and there was two demolishers they'd brought this wall down. So they'd walked down from the camp that had spawned there and they'd brought it in at the back there, and that was on a level 9, which yet on earlier purges, level 5, level 6, 7, they weren't doing that. It'd spawn in there somewhere or back here, and they were walking as normal just like anybody else all the way down to the other end and walking in to break the gates down. I don't know if that's another bug with them, that they're not targeting doorways, because they're not supposed to target, as far as I'm aware, foundation pieces or whatever until they're actually in like the treasure area. They're supposed to target all the doorways till they get to it. So I don't know if that's an issue or whether it's me, and that is right that they can break a wall down at the back if they do that. And I found there was foundations in between them though as well. It was a wall with a foundation and a wall at the other side. So I don't know if anybody else has had that issue where they do that, or whether they've always gone through, they've come around and gone towards where your doorway is. Well, that's something I've certainly been experiencing. Like I said, that was on a level 9 and I'd done 2 or 3 level 8s, if not 4, just before that, and a level 7, and everybody was coming around here and in this way as usual.
Sure they were doing that pre-chapter 3. Yeah, should only be doors until they get through to treasure room.
Yeah, I thought that. That's what I was thinking. Because like I say, at the lower levels, the 7 and the level 8, they'd all come walking around here, and obviously by the time they're getting here and walking through, they're getting pinged by all these archers that have got snake arrows. The two on the back there, Dunaman and then the other Relic Hunter at the back there, they've both got the noxious gas arrows, so they're firing those out as well. It's that sort of thing, you know, they're not even necessarily, occasionally they're getting through this gate, but I was sort of hovering around here just to look, and I did notice when I saw one take a swing and hit this gate, it didn't one-shot it anymore. So that is fixed in that sense, that they're not one-shotting gateways anymore, well,
In
doors
chapter
or...
2, when I was doing high-level purges, they tried to attach anything near my treasure room to make an opening.
Yeah, I thought that. I mean,
Attack.
like like Angar was just saying that. Yeah, I think they do that once they get near it, don't they? But I think they're supposed, from what I've heard, if we've all remembered correctly, they're supposed to just attack doorways, aren't they? Until they get. So yeah, they're in the treasure room. Then they start smashing up the floor because they're essentially trying to destroy stuff. Then, not before they get to it, or even going straight to an outside. Excuse me. Going straight to an outside wall before they've even gone through a doorway. But yeah, at least they have been nerfed in the sense that they're now not doing 100 damage on a tier 3 building piece, which is pretty good. I did try aggroing that boss as well, the Scorpion, bringing her down at one point, and it's like the Purge people don't exist because, apart from if I stood near it and let it do its tail swipe or whatever so it hit all of them, they don't even start fighting it. So it's yeah, it's pointless trying to get a world boss to help you out because it just won't. It's like the people attacking in the Purge are invisible. And yeah, it's funny now when they come to your Purge base and that they're shouting, you know, that by the old serpent invaders. It's like, wait a minute, you're at my base. I'm not invading you. You're invading me. But yeah, you know, these things do happen. And we're just going to have to watch this space, as the saying goes, and see what's what. Well, I think while we're here, let them to finish up their drinks. Hopefully they're not too drunk. Hopefully they're not too drunk now that they can't fight. And I did think as well with the tavern stuff that the pathing for them seemed to have been fixed, because I was noticing when they're walking sometimes now the NPCs, they didn't seem to be walking.
You can't build in way. That would make them spawn the base near Rockslide. We are, technically, exiled criminals building inside prison lands. We're kind of invaders.
That's true. Yeah, we kind of are, aren't we, I suppose, yeah. The pathing for the NPCs with the tavern. Where are you going? That they didn't seem to be getting stuck in the doorways like they were doing. But then they looked like they were all sitting on the seats better. But then as I walked around a little bit, when I went back again later and looked, there were one or two sat sticking through the floor still or facing the wrong way on the seat. So don't think that's been completely fixed as yet. Possibly.
I'm not a prisoner, I'm a free man.
Yeah, exactly. As what's the slogan right at the beginning of the game? About build, dominate, survive. So, yeah. We want to go from rags to riches, don't we? From being nailed on a cross with nothing to ruling the exiled lands. And when you've got two awesome people like this, like our good friend here, Angar, or aka the Sumerian Berserker, and the trusty sidekick Dylan the Snow Hunter, you can pretty much rule anything. No one ain't gonna mess with you with those two behind you. Or either one of them if you run with a solo follower. Or even you yourself if you don't use followers and you're an absolute beast of a build that can just destroy anything.
Keep pushing for that fortune and fame.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, I'll do. Exactly. Keep pushing for it and work for it. Exactly. Doesn't come easily, does it? We've got to work for it. But it's so nice to know so many other people that are also, you know, content creators on the same game, and
that's the best part of the game IMO.
To chill and watch other people and excuse me, not just see how they play the game or how they interpret things, but the way that they come up with their stories and their gameplay and their videos and things, and or how they do their live streams. It certainly helps you to learn. watching other people, and certainly well experienced people that have been doing it for a long time. It's you can learn a lot, and a lot of the time the best way to learn is watching others, definitely. Because I see it with YouTube that, you know, we're not all in it for a competition, are we, to say that, well, I'm better than him, or she's better than him, or this, that and the other, or I don't like this person because of that, blah blah blah. We've all got our own we've got our own different play styles, we've all got our own different stream styles of the way we run a stream. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm no expert when it comes to running a live stream. I mean, the way I'm talking, sometimes I could be boring you all to death for all I know. But I can only try, you know. Same with my videos. I'll be honest, when I first started recording, I listen back to myself sometimes. I can't stand the sound of my own voice in my videos, because I hear myself when I'm recording, obviously, and hear how I think I'm saying it, but then when I listen back to the recording and hear how I actually sound, I think to myself, God, how would anybody want to listen to me? Flipping heck. But,
my blood is my own now. Me too, lol. This is it. Angar's here, see it and everything, lol. Let's get that torch.
yeah, let's do it. And let's make it a double whammy week as well. Let's us get it on here now tonight, and then that means Angar will get it on Sunday. And then we can all finally talk about something different instead of the torch all the time. It's becoming alright. Not even hitting yet. Here she comes.
Torch.
Yep. Torch. Exactly. Come on, then, mother. Be nice, please. Give us a nice New Year's gift of a torch. Go on, Angar. Show her who's boss. Show her who's in charge.
But I think I hold the record for the most low.
Oh, definitely. There's no argument in that one. There's no arguing with that one. You definitely do hold the record. Well.
What name do you guys see me writing with?
What name do we see you writing with? Exiled Tales, if that's what you mean. Right. Here we go. I reckon we're getting the helmet or the spear again.
Exiled.
Yeah, let's vote. I'm saying spear or helmet. What does everybody think? I'm going to say we're getting the spear or the helmet. Or the bow. Possibly the bow. Torch. Oh, let's have a look. I'm not even going to look at the screen.
Does anyone know why I'm logged with Bulwark, but it shows the other account?
Right. I don't know what's in there, chat. I'm not even looking at the screen.
I have confirmation that I did in fact sub to you without having to ask you directly, Roful.
I'm not even looking at the screen at the minute, so I don't even know what's in that inventory. Not the torch though, is it?
Muma.
No. Knew it. That's 2 eye patches in a row now. Telling you, it just would. Me and Angar, we're just confirming this every week. That's 2 of us. That's a console player and a PC player that can't get this torch. That just confirms it does not exist. She's got enough fire in her to create it because she keeps blowing it out. So where is it?
One for each eye.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 for each eye. Yeah. Oh dear me.
Low.
Yeah. she's just no. She's not
You need to
interested.
wear the eye pack. Thank you, Angelo, grinning face with smiling eyes. Also, you didn't dive onto her back this week.
Oh yeah, I haven't done
Yes,
that
you
one,
have
have
to use whatever she drops.
I? There you go. Look like a pirate there. You can just
Got to
about.
show Angar how it's done.
Oh, you mean show him? Well, I kind of
Not
didn't.
our fault we get the torch.
I kind of didn't jump off the thing though, did I? I used the admin bit a little bit to kind of fly up and sit on her back. I didn't actually jump down onto her back because she was a bit further away, wasn't she? So I'll have to have a look when she respawns if she's a
Did
bit
you
further.
invite her to your Spara Oasis labs?
Can you imagine? She'd destroy it. Turn that pool into a hot tub, she would. Right, well, we'll have to wait a minute for her to respawn.
Oh, that's right. Free bar tab.
But, yeah, I know I didn't necessarily jump on to her back the proper way because obviously she was quite far away, so it would have been... I don't know how you'd be able to land on her head at least, but we can kind of show how I did it where I was standing on her back kind of thing. I suppose if you're doing it single player yourself as well. If you're on single player, yes, it's kind of cheating, but I mean if you're playing single player and you're using the admin commands, then you're not really cheating, are you? Because it's... if you're using them for testing or to try different things, and it's there, and if it was cheating, why would they give it you to use?
So Angelo, did you know you can get a yog all the way to the Red Mother from Rockslide?
That would be a pretty hard hit. Why is my controller playing up again?
Bet you if you spawn her inside the spar it will drop the torch, but you can't keep it.
Oh, I'm not spawning her inside the spar, she'd just kill everybody. She'd kill all them people that... excuse me. She'd kill all the NPCs that are in there. As they're all... they're not even leveled up those, they're just level 0 people. They're just there for show.
Grinning face with smiling eyes.
I mean, I could spawn her out there somewhere, but... yeah, you watch.
I still have to kill Rockslide. I want vengeance still.
Oh yeah, you need to kick his butt, definitely. He needs to know.
Rockslide, King Scorpion, Brute, Commander and Skelly above Red Mother.
Yeah.
In one summon.
Yeah, I could see it now. That's just how the game would troll me completely. Because we're saying the rule is if I spawn the Red Mother in and then kill her and we get the torch, we're not allowed to keep it. I bet you that's just what the game would do just to troll me. Because we're all agreeing as a chat in the community that if we killed her by spawning her in, that we can't keep the torch. I bet you it would drop it just to spite us, knowing that we're not allowed to keep it. Just got that feeling.
Nice. I started with Zath this time cause I never went and got it the last time I played.
Oh.
Give it a vote for the diddles. Gotta get set it gay SAP though. He the strongest damage wise apparently.
Your death will be as meaningless as your
I
life.
know they've said for this patch that Cimmerian Berserker are the highest melee damage modifier, and then Delincia is the second, isn't she?
Zath is. I just love my snake arrows.
Oh gosh, yeah, snake arrows are brilliant. I've got some here. That's what I'm using with this build, and all of my people on my Purge base there, they've all got snake arrows as well. Well, the ones on the side and two at either end, and then the two, as I said, have got the noxious gas arrows.
You make it without them, lol.
Let's have a look.
They are brilliant. A stack of 10 poison on any boss is deadly.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, definitely, definitely is. Especially, like I say, the snake arrows do great for the demolishers as they're walking up towards that doorway. Of that, they get pinged by a couple of them. I can just see the health just dropping, and they're just dead before they even.
Tell me why I picked him, a sleepy face.
Did anyone tell you why you picked Amir? No idea. Well, at least you could look at it this way. If you're playing with somebody else and they say to you, "Where are you?" You can say, "Well, I'm here. I'm not there. I'm here." Sorry, just had to get that one in. I don't know if I'm looking in the right place.
Finir only has one T4 priest spawn in L. I'm here. Face with tongue. Like I said last week, my favorite combo for bosses was a stack of 10 poison with snake arrows, then a stack of 10 disease from the hunger blah. Probably drunk Odu. Lol.
That sounds a pretty good combo to me. Putting some decent dots on them there, definitely. I'm trying to think what the spawn name for the Red Mother is, as I've not actually spawned her in before, so I don't actually know. And I don't know if it's wrong button.
Get in your basket, face with tears of joy. Crap stuff from the altar and avatar. Do archers consume arrows now?
Archers consume arrows. Yes, if you fill them up.
The love of a Viking lore road.
If you fill them up with snake arrows, yes, they will. They will use them and eventually end up with.
Really have to do much after that, Angelo.
Yeah, sorry, just letting you guys catch up there. Yes, if you give them a lot of snake arrows, they will eventually go through them and have none left. So if you give them any arrows to use, they will obviously use up any arrows that they have. I don't know if this is right.
A naughty monkey, you're out. Yes, they do.
I don't think it was going to find it. We'll just go back and kill her in a minute. She should be back shortly. Then I'll have to look it up and try and figure it out. Like I said, the Red Mother, I've never actually spawned her in before. I've done it with the other dragons to kind of mess about, but I'll tell a lie, I did spawn her in one time, but of course it wasn't the torch that she dropped, it was the spear. Lifeblood spear. Right. Oops, sorry if it's not my microphone then. Right.
No disease stays for a while. When fully stacked and then keeping poison with arrows is easy.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. Yep. Same as like with your daggers, isn't it? Just keep the bleed stacked on them if you're doing bleed on somebody. Has anybody tried a, shall we say, almost purely archer build where you use pretty much just a bow and nothing else? Has anybody ever tried that one?
But naughty monkey, you're off, but only the arrow you put in their inventory still have unlimited crappy ones.
Oh yeah, is it the flinted arrows I think they start using? I think it's the flint arrows, isn't it, they start using after that? Yeah, I think it's
I'm crazy, but not that crazy.
Die, outsider!
Yeah, I think it's the flint head arrows that they end up.
Yes, they still craft flint arrows individually.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a Robin Hood playthrough low, eating from knots.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking of trying a when I say purely archer build, it would be mostly using a bow, obviously. It'd be probably agility based, possibly, I think. But I would have a melee weapon of some sort, so if it's an agility build, probably a katana.
Time to ramp up munitions production.
Yep. So it'll probably be the Masashi's Black Blade I would use, or something like that, because you still need some sort of defense for if something gets too close to you. Oop. So, I mean,
One shoot one, craft one, shoot one. Very efficient.
it is that they do that, but to be quite honest, the damage that those weak arrows do is pointless. They might craft one and shoot it, then craft another, shoot it, craft another. So that keeps them doing that, and they're efficient with it for doing that, but you're better giving them... Don't get me wrong, you don't need to use snake arrows if you don't have set...
While bow works well with some good arrows, you can chisel a lot of HP off fleshy critters.
Yep. Obviously...
I still like my Durkitu bow from the Warmaker. As much as I wanna do an agility build, I'm a strength guy. More variety in weapons.
Oh yeah, Decetto, the
being sarcastic, low.
voice of Decetto. Yeah, that is a good strength bow, that one. I've got a couple of those as well. I was thinking agility because of using the what's it called? Oh, the name of it slipped me now. It's the medium armor set that you get from doing the Dungeon Delver journey step. Is it the Hunter or something? I forgot what it's called now. It's that one. So I've actually used that for my agility build, which I've been checking again in this chapter recently, playing with the same setup, same armor, same weapons and everything, and still absolutely destroying stuff with it, which is Reach of the Red Mother for the bow, Masashi's Black Blade, and then the Heart's Blood daggers, and the build just with buffs. So if I use the food buff and a agility potion, just even up in New Azagorth, just shred through everything. So it's great. Yeah, I may try out more of a archer focused build, but with a little bit of closer.
I've got a question for my fellow console players. Has anyone noticed when they die, instead of a corpse they turn into a bag instead?
No, I haven't noticed that one, because obviously on my server it's I don't know.
I am working towards a ranged agility build to check it out.
Yeah, it's going to be worth having a look at, definitely. It's something I've been planning, sort of maybe this week coming up, and have a look and see. And I've seen other people do a video on it, and it is possible by the look of it, but you would need to be using, I would say, probably star metal arrows at least for basic. I say basic. Hardened steel will probably do, but star metal, but probably ideally snake arrows, because you've got the extra damage from the snake arrows. You probably want to be using those really, and obviously you want to heavily spec into agility.
Maybe I should turn on keep inventory for now.
Yeah, you could do. Drop nothing upon death, yeah. Yeah, so you'd want to go like at the end where you've got extended leap, or the other perk, I can't remember what it's called now, but extended leap is good because you can do a double jump. You can jump while you're in mid-air, which can be helpful, but I think the other perk can be useful as well. It's your first one, really, that do you go with arrows and thrown weapons, travel further and do more damage, or do you go with precision strike? I suppose precision strike if you're going more agility, melee focus, so using a katana for example. So I suppose with the range one you'd want to go with the arrows and thrown weapons, do more damage. Gonna kind of play around with that, with possibly still the first perk in strength as well because of the heavy attacks. Gonna play around with it anyway, see what's what, and then vitality.
Monkey, you're asked at my current build, but not only 15 in agility.
Must be a good build then. To be fair, there's not really many ways you can do it, is there? So you're bound to get people using similar sort of setups and similar gear because it's what is the best, really. And I don't mind if anybody copies any of my builds that I use, you know. I'm not offended if people give their followers the exact same armor that mine use, or I'm not offended if they don't do it, because ultimately, like we always say, and I know Angar's said it a good few times in videos, haven't you, and even in live streams, you know, when he's explaining it to new subs and everything.
If the farmers had more versatility besides iron and star metal, I'd be more inclined for an agility build.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, yeah, going back to what we said, like Angar, you said it, haven't you, that, you know, it's an open world sandbox game, so essentially you play the game the way you want to play it. You know, there's no meta for things where they say, you know, I have never said, nor will ever say to anybody, you must put your followers in all this armour, or you must not put them in full Godbreaker, for example. Just use that set as an example. Just because it's got certain...
Best agility weapons are rare drops.
Yeah, just because Godbreaker's got certain pieces in it that wouldn't benefit a follower. Like we say, it's purely advice, so like, you wouldn't give a follower, let's just say, for example, you wouldn't really give a follower the boots from your Redeemed Legion because it's carry capacity, and as we all know,
Whirlwind blades, I do like them.
Yeah,
Like
whirlwind
the
blades are
right way to
good.
play, you do what you want.
Exactly. It's like we just say though, isn't it, as creators, it's purely advice and recommendations. It's not, this is what you must do. It's, this is what I find works. This is why it
You
works.
have a breath of the Red Mother to be considered, a true king of the exiled lands lol.
Oh, it's like that, is it? What are you trying to say to me in Angar then? I think someone's been a bit cheeky there. I'm only pulling your leg, of course.
Fun way to play.
That, you know, like we've just said, ultimately you play the way you want to play. But, you know, you might want to do a certain build and you don't quite know how to do it, so you'll look up a video, somebody's done it that way, and you think, that's cool. That's why I always say with any of my builds, whether it's a player build or it's a follower build, I'll just say, this is what I find works, this is why I find it works. Before you knock it, if you're going to knock it, at least try it, see what you think.
True.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, it's not for you. But at least if somebody can say they tried it and they didn't like it, or they've now tried it and wow, it's amazing, then all well and good. Yes, I know, like we've said many times with the perfected heavy armour, and I know the agility doesn't really affect a follower because it's on there. It doesn't really change their stats in any way and make their strength any worse or anything like that. It's just my way of looking at things has always just been, if I'm trying to focus one particular perk, if you will, let's call them perks, for a follower, so strength, I literally want to get as much strength on that armour set as I can for them. So vitality, for example, you could, like the Sumerian steel armour, you could use 3 bits from that.
Always ready for the mob to come get me.
You know, you could give them 3 pieces of Sumerian steel and then for the bottom parts, and then use chest and head from Redeemed Legion for strength weapon damage, because that'll give them a boost to health, plus it'll give them the strength. You know, you use whatever you would like them to have. We just try and give people an understanding, especially somebody new to the game, why a piece like something that has carry weight or stamina on it is no good for a thrall, as they're called in the game, or friends or followers as we like to call them. Just so that people understand that those stats, bear in mind when you put that armour on that follower, they won't gain any benefit from it because they're not affected by it. Whereas you as a player, you need all of those effects, so carry capacity, stamina, strength, agility, vitality, you can use it all. So it's just explaining things to people, and especially somebody new that doesn't know what they're doing. Angar, you said it last week, didn't you? And even I still say it, you know, we're always learning something, aren't we? Because they're always changing something. So you're always going to be learning. It's just the way it goes. We're always going to be learning something. Right, Miss Red Mother. Oh, well, while you guys deal with her. I'll deal with that little guy. And obviously I'm not really expecting to a full strength build because this is my...
Every day is a school day.
Exactly. It's still like being at school, isn't it? And I tell you what, you and Delancia don't mess about.
Smiling eyes.
I turn my back for 1 second to kill that baby and you've already killed the boss again. Or the Red Mother, shall we say. That is pretty quick work. You make a top team, you and Delancia, definitely. Right, what we getting this time? Ugh. Well, at least it's a weapon. But surprise, surprise, no torch.
Without teachers threatening to rip my leg off.
Oof. Gosh.
Ah.
But yeah, when I finish today I shall be going back to YouTube and carrying on with your Beginner's Guide episode, Angar, that you brought out today. I've just been watching the first part of that just before the stream and then thought better get set up for the stream, so I shall be returning to it to finish that off. But yeah, no worries, Angar, enjoy your curry. Thank you for coming in, sir, as always. Very, very welcome. It's a pleasure to have you amongst us. Enjoy the curry,
Night, Angar, enjoy.
And we shall catch you on Sunday.
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
Look at that. Whoa. They are not messing about, these two. Right, let's have a look at the bazaar again. For anyone who's interested, these are the items that are in at the moment. Just in case you haven't seen it yet, obviously these ones all change. A lot more regular than what they used to do now.
But Angelo Bambo had a teacher say that he would rip off my leg and beat me with the soggy end.
Oh, wow,
So far, no issues.
that's not on. That's just terrible. Rip your leg off and beat you with the... Oh, no, 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 no. Can't have that. Oh dear. Been keeping up with your videos as well. How
I
do?
don't even know how to respond to that. Loved him, great teacher. Oh, I have so many questions.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with your videos as well. How do? Very fun to watch, as I said last week as well. They're great way of doing things, and it's surprising how we all want to be so careful now, isn't it, that we use similar outfits for our characters, but we don't want to offend each other by copying the outfit. Is the one you use for yours is one of my favourites as well. I like using those pieces as well sometimes. I'm just purely not in an outfit tonight, as I say, because this was from some testing earlier today, and I've just not had a chance to come up with an outfit style for it just yet. So, but no, it's great that even though it's content on the game that we're all making content on, I find it really enjoyable to sit and watch just how other people do things and the way they present it, and you know, the style of the videos. It's great. It's really good fun. It's so nice to see that there's so many people that enjoy the game in the way that they do, that they want to share it with the rest of the world, as the saying goes. It's brilliant. And I'm very fortunate to be building such a
I either put them in something close to what they normally wear visually once I get sorcery, or what I think looks cool.
yeah, exactly. It's the way to do it. You don't have to. I mean, most of you may remember from, I think it was last chapter or Age of Sorcery, most of mine had the Gurnikai waistguard as the pants. They've always had the Zamorian Thief boots. I don't know why, I just like those boots. And the jewellery, but they had the Gurnikai waistguard, and then some of them had the veneer fur top, and some even had the War Dancer top. But I thought this time we need to kind of change it up a little bit, so that's why they've got the Lemurian warrior chest piece now. Well, certainly the females anyway. Always keep my archers in the same outfit. The War Dancer top, and then the rest of it Zamorian Thief. I don't know why I like it, I just like that particular style for them. Because I don't like the Stygian Soldier, the way it looks. The not so big on the chest piece isn't too bad. But yeah, I don't like the headpiece or anything. It's not going to let me do it because I've got that in there, is it? Get rid of that. Can just get rid of that now because I don't actually need it here. That was just obviously show you guys that, and then we'll send these off to the special place where all the other creatures and people go, the happy place, because they were just for me to show you those really.
I like either the Zamorian Thief or the Ranger visual for my archers.
Yeah, the Ranger, that's it, the Ranger, yeah, that is a nice one as well. I nearly kept my character with it showing us that when I was going to do my agility build videos that I did. Well, then I thought, no, I want to kind of go with a bit of a style, just to kind of show really that, you know, you can have it either showing as that, or you can have it, you know, where your character looks completely different kind of thing. It's a cool feature that, especially for console, the fact that, you know, those of you that are PC players will know you've got mods and things that you can use to change outfits and appearances, but to now be able to get that with Age of Sorcery on console is, it's like having a mod almost. So it's an illusion. Whoa! Ouch.
The Ranger light armor would be the only other reason I'd go with an agility build, if only it has better armor.
Yeah, I think even though it says it's a light armor, I think the Ranger is actually a medium. It's actually supposed to be a medium armor, but for some reason when you craft it, it comes up as showing as a light armor. But I use it for my agility build. If you've seen my videos for my agility builds that I've done the last couple of videos, even though I've got the outfit style and the different hairstyle, that's the Ranger, medium Ranger armor that I'm using for that. And it's pretty good.
It's all light, but it to say medium.
I don't know then, but yeah, it is pretty good. If you make it with a
My
shield.
first Purge challenge vid went so wrong. Didn't realize I had partial nudity on, and then the conscripts attacked. YouTube would have.
Whoops. Yeah, I've done that one with video production. I'll do where I've, had either or full on and then left somebody like that a minute because I'm changing their armor and then just started the recording and then had to, stop, wait a minute, stop the recording, rewind, put the armor on them, start again. It's easily done, isn't it? It's easy to do to forget to make sure it's not on. It's one of the first things I always have to check before I start my stream as well. I mean, you hear people
flapping everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. My missus always jokes around with me as well, like where you've got, like they say about you, say people being topless and things like that or whatever. Or I've heard people saying videos and other things in the past, like, or other chats that have been, where people say, oh, why don't you have a picture of your character or one of your NPCs with no top on? That'll get more views. Yeah, might get more views, but it'll also get me banned from YouTube. Especially if you say for your channel that you don't show things like that. You don't show nudity of either the real kind or computer generated kind of thing. I mean, you can obviously stream.
That was a fun setting to figure out when I started and my gremlin saw.
It's a feature that's in the game, and I think you can live stream with it enabled if you wanted to. Yes, YouTube isn't keen on it, but I think they do say you can allow it, but there are restrictions with it, sort of thing, like that the nudity can't be the focus of the video or the stream kind of thing. Because obviously, as we all know, it can be exploited and used for wrong purposes, shall we say. But, yeah, it's always best to have it as none, just to be safe. Especially if on your game you have your drop everything on death turned on, and imagine you get killed and then you respawn and your character stood there in your bedroll with nothing on. That'd be a little bit whoopsie. Yeah. It's one of those, isn't it? We've all done it. I had to start a recording, spent a whole 10 minutes recording, or a whole couple of minutes, then realise that, oh, wait a minute. It's all part of the fun and games of it. At least you can laugh about it, find it funny afterwards. I mean, I know it's called Conan the Barbarian, but it puts a whole new meaning on bear, doesn't it? When you mean, yeah. But anyway.
I'm happy with just transmogging heavy armor into skimpy outfits. Haven't figured out how to blur things on DaVinci yet, lol.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't even do editing on PC, so I wouldn't even know where to tell you to look myself. But there probably will be a way to do it. What was I going to say? Yeah, I am still looking at merchandise eventually, so keyrings, mugs, those type of things. Kind of doing some research into it, so I may hopefully have a little merchandise store available soon, along with the stream channel that I've mentioned. We just haven't got round to getting it sorted yet, because with things happening IRL, or in real life as people would say, I've just not had the time to be able to do it. But obviously if merch is something that people would be interested in or would buy.
Oh, you can blur after you upload the video directly from YouTube. Speaking of my gremlin, time to spend some time with her.
Time to spend some time with your gremlin. Well, tell her we all said hello. Dear. But yeah, I know what you mean, like I say, talking about skimpy outfits and everything with the illusionary system. I've actually got a version of this, obviously, Redeem Legion, that I've actually got illusioned into the earrings for the head, and obviously the bracelets for the wrist. And then I've got the Stygian sandals for the feet, and then the bejeweled bikini from the Decetto DLC. So I can, when I'm visiting the spa, for example, I can be dressed to look like I'm going swimming, kind of thing. But yet be wearing full redeem armour. So heavy armour, but in a bikini. It's pretty fun. I've never actually used it on stream, I don't think, because I've always a bit... doesn't reveal anything, obviously, if you have nudity turned off, obviously. But it's just always one of those that I've always been a bit... Do I use it on stream? I mean, I've seen other people do it, and, you know, have their character with a bikini on in a stream, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just something I've never thought about doing, really. I don't know if it's something...
The video, edit video, if I remember correctly.
You picked the wrong fight!
There you go. If you don't know, ask someone who may know. And there you go, you see.
Oh wait, let me see the dragon fight again. Got a good feeling this time.
You've got a good feeling, have you? Only feeling I've got... He's not going to give anything. But yes.
You have multiple editing methods there.
Yes, we shall give it a go again.
This time. Best thing about this community, to be honest, everyone's really helpful.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely to say. And yes, I definitely agree. Lots of very, very helpful people here. And lots of them in Angar's community as well, because we're all a part of that as well. And there are also lots of other people in that community that are very, very helpful and very knowledgeable also.
Her fangs at her.
And yeah, obviously that's what I'm aiming to try and build here as well, as I'm sure many of you are as well. It's a nice, friendly, helpful community that all, you know, enjoy spending the time together and leaving comments or likes or supporting the creator in any way that they can, because I'm not just speaking for myself here, I'm talking for all of us as creators as well. Whether we can help somebody financially with a donation or a, you know, sticker on a video or whatever, you know, or becoming a member of a channel, or like I say, writing comments, leaving likes, joining live streams, chatting, sharing your knowledge and tips and advice kind of things. It's all part of it, you know. It all helps, doesn't it? It's all about building that community.
Aspil and Ted said be excellent to each other. Hit her in the eye with it.
Hit her in the eye with it, yeah. Whoa! Someone's thinking in her cornflakes.
You know the best part for today.
What's the best part?
You didn't crash again.
Yeah, that is very true. I was just about to say what's the best part for today, and yeah, that is very true. Luckily the game behaved itself. Now I think it should reward us by telling the young lady here, should we say, to kindly give us a torch. Oh, we've gone underneath her. Let's get the professionals in. Let the professionals deal with her. Well, she's down.
It would be mad if you got the torch.
Wouldn't it? It would be hilarious. But it's not going to happen. Told you. Told you it's not going to happen.
Use the fangs in your offhand for more damage. Finger crossed, my dude.
Oh, the fang, yeah.
Damn.
That's true. Yeah, I could have the mace in one hand and then the fang. Yeah, I never thought of trying it that way. just...
Nice helmet though.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is a decent helmet, that one. Well, we're almost on 8:45, so we've got a bit more time. So we'll go kill somebody else, see what we get, which should just give her time to respawn again. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll try one more time. I'm not even going to ask her nicely this time, or try talking to her, or whisper sweet nothings in her ear, because none of that worked last week. So, why waste your final breath whispering her sweet nothings if she's not prepared to give it?
TPF nothing she drops is utter crowd.
Oh no, a lot of it, you know, the stuff is decent at least. I'm just surprised, like, I think Angor said it on Sunday as well, didn't it? That, you know, that you think when the updates for the what you call it, when the update, when they changed it, that the drop rate for things had been increased, that you'd have thought maybe the chance of the so what am I thinking of, torch dropping would have been a bit more, but no, still seems to be a very elusive torch that doesn't want to appear. One day we'll get there. So you just imagine I do it on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, and actually get the torch. That would be hilarious. Do you know why it'd be hilarious?
I have the torch.
What? Do you know why it would be hilarious? It'd be hilarious if I got it on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, even if that's not a stream day. Because I know if I put a picture in...
the fangs. Bragging rights.
Yeah. Or if he's got the torch, then he needs a membership to the Torch Club. So yeah, if I got it then I post it in the community tab on the homepage. Nobody will believe me. Everybody will think it's just an April Fool's joke.
You're lucky you'll get it and crash.
But yeah, it's... I don't know. Very lucky. Throw them all. Yeah, must have done. I must have been using the heavy and ended up throwing them. Never mind, I can easily get them again. I think I've actually got a few at base. That doesn't matter too much. Where did you kill him now?
Get a little view of it, then a blue screen. Can you not dual wield those?
Dual wield? No, I don't think you can. Because when I put them on my hotbar and then dinged it just put them in that hand. The I can't think what they're called now, but there's the blades that you can get from the new, I call him the Scepter boss. It's the guy in the third room that drops the blade that gives you the cold protection as well. The blades that he drops, I forgot what they're called now. They're pretty cool. Not the Berserker blades, the other ones. I've got some at base, I just haven't got them on me. They're pretty good, and you kind of dual wield those when you have them in one slot. You open up. Oh, I don't know where he went. Never mind.
Dual axes.
Oh, dual axes, yeah, you could use those, yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Not havoc and malice.
Oh, that's no.
Havoc and malice.
No. What's the ones I'm thinking of? The disease spikes, I think they're called. It's a disease spike. It looks
Four
like it's a
whirlwind
single.
blades.
Looks like it's a single blade. Disease spike,
No
I think it is.
defense.
And then when you take them out of your inventory, you got one in each hand. Let me just have a
Oh,
look.
okay.
I think that's what it is. Let me just see here. Yeah, there we go. Those like that. Because you can do the, for me on console, L2 does that, which is pretty cool. And then you've got your R2, which is like a scissor attack or a swipe if you keep pressing it.
Punching daggers.
Yeah, kind of like the punching daggers, yeah. Then your R1 is obviously your, like, lunge attacks. They're pretty good. And they seem to drop pretty often from that guy as well. He seems to drop them pretty often.
I was thinking of the dual axes from Sipter.
Oh, right, yeah, got you. I know what you mean. I have... Oh, and you've just reminded me saying that. I'll do. I think it was Wack that said a little while ago where you used to be able to get all those different legendary bows dropping from the Azura guys at the back of Sinner's Refuge. And I haven't seen it anywhere that they've included it, but you're supposed to be able to now get the bow of the grey ones on Exile Lands, but I haven't got one yet. And I believe he said it was going to be from in there. I've been in a couple of times, but I've not had it from somebody in there yet, if it is there. But yeah, the bow of the grey ones was supposed to be coming to Exile Lands, and that's a pretty decent bow, I've got to say.
Die, outsider!
But yes, that is another one that was rumoured to be on the Exile Lands. So I don't know if
I have
anybody...
to go, mates. Have a great weekend. Good night all. My thinking face.
No worries.
Grey 1 weapons are like star metal weapons now. The Hunger Blades drop in Midnight Grove vote from any boss except the last one.
Ah, right, cool, thank you. Yeah, good night.
Latters, my mate.
Thank you for joining. Lovely to see you once again. Hope you have a good weekend yourself. And if we speak to you on Sunday, we'll speak to you on Sunday. Or next time.
Take that!
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
Later exiled.
But yeah, thanks Bulwark. Thanks for coming in. Right.
I found a bow of the grey ones up at Stargazer's Crest. Thought it was odd.
Ah, Stargazer's Crest, right. Well, that's interesting that you got it up there. Well, time is creeping away for us, so let's get this done one last time and let's see if we can start with a negative stream as we did, but end on a real high with the torch from the Red Mother. What a nice finish that would be, wouldn't it? We all know it's not going to happen, but what sort of a nice finish would that be to end the stream with the bow and then we can all tell Angor on Sunday. Guess what? Well, of course it's not going to happen, so... Oh, hello, you go for me.
Die!
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
Right. Power shot, here she comes.
Use the fangs. You should make a short of it low.
Oh, yeah, imagine. Yeah. Trouble is, I'm not going to do a lot of damage with them because I'm not built for agility.
On my sector
What
playthrough, all the grey 1 weapons were nerfed quite hard. It
Oh,
was Mace Mocus.
yeah, well that's not good then. And that again just happened so fast. What the heck are these two on? I thought that was going to be a bit of a fight and she's just gone again. No. Well, we did get something different.
At Angelo Bambo agreed.
We did get something different though. And I'm not going to complain because Reach of the Red Mother is arguably one of, or if not the best bows in the game, so yes, it's not the torch, but I'll settle for the Reach of the Red Mother, seeing as it's the one of, if not, in my opinion, one of the best agility bows in the game. There are a few good agility bows, but that is, I would say, the best one.
It is the best bow.
So yeah,
Damage and agility.
yep, that's what I tend to do. I tend to use the Reach of the Red Mother for my agility builds when I'm on them, and then Decetto's Voice for my strength bow for this build like I'm on now. The strength bow seems to be good as a strength bow, and
Not
it's
great durability, but that doesn't matter.
yeah, exactly. I mean, even with my agility build, I'm not using the bow constantly.
Good old English war bow in the game face with tears of joy.
Oh, definitely we do. Definitely. But yeah, I, like Angor says with a lot of his stuff, especially on a strength build or a follow build like this, I only use the bow really for pulling people. I don't really use it for, you know, constant archery. I mean, yes, it's going to take a lot more durability reduction.
I found some weird arrows with a yellow outline at stargazers. Before that did like 30 plus damage.
Oh wow, 30 plus damage, flipping heck. Yeah, that's probably the Reach of the Red Mother is probably the one I would use. I mean, you could probably put a durability kit or something on it that would make it more durable. So yeah, you won't be able to up your damage or your armor pen, but at least you could put a kit on it that would make it a bit more durable, possibly. Just I suppose with a pure hunter build, if you're just going to use the bow all the time, it's going to.
Angelo Bambo, the mandibles of Atlak Narcher.
Oh dear. But yeah, you're probably going to go through a few more, but I suppose if you farm her enough, you're going to get enough Reach of the Red Mother, aren't you? And you never know, while you're after your bow, you might even get a torch off her.
I can't remember.
That's if this torch even does exist. Excuse me. Gauntlets of the Brute this time.
If it was those are the best arrows in the game.
Ah.
3 of us here knows it does. The torch does exist.
Yeah, it exists to those who got it.
That's 4.
Not to me and Angor it doesn't. We've never had it. That's
Back
been
at
the...
Reach of Red Mother and you are a monster. Turn round lol.
Oh yeah, the Reach of the Red Mother is absolutely OP as a bow, definitely. But anyway, as usual, well I say as usual, first thing is the game has behaved itself for us. Touch wood, it's decided to stay on, which is awesome.
Got 2 in 1 weekend and bugger all since.
Ugh. Well, getting 2 is better than getting nothing. But yes, once again, as always, like I said, the game's behaved itself, luckily. So we've been able to do our 2 hours, which is great. Yeah, look at this, just rub it in, you know. Rub it in, why don't you? It's behaved itself, luckily. We were able to at least try and take her on a few times and try and get it once again, but couldn't get any luck, unfortunately.
Later all.
But we will keep trying. Hopefully the game sorts itself out and we'll carry on again next week as usual. But yes, once again, thank you to everybody for joining. Do leave a like if you did enjoy it. Leave your comments down below. Hopefully some more videos coming up this coming week. I'll be able to get back on track with things. And yeah, thank you all once again for sharing. Thank you for spending your couple of hours on a Friday with me.
It was even better.
Very much appreciated. You know, all your support is very, very much appreciated, each and every one of you. And great to see you all. Hope you all have a great weekend. And if you're in Angor stream on Sunday, I'll catch you on Sunday. Or if not, hopefully next week or in a future video. Take it easy, everybody. Bye bye for now.
Good night and thanked.